day on the streets of Caracas and throughout Venezuela.
Mass protests and intense violence has erupted amid Venezuela's worsening political and economic crisis. Supermarket shelves are bare, fuel is rationed, even water is scarce.
Hiperinflación, hiperdevaluación, poca seguridad jurídica.
Our employees have had to navigate these life-threatening circumstances. In July, blackouts threw the country into chaos and darkness.
Obviamente no había luz en todo el país, eso afectó el servicio para las personas.
Heiko Vivas sprang into action, determined to keep the DirecTV Venezuela Broadcast Center up and running.
Gasoline shortages in Venezuela are making a very difficult situation even worse.
Heiko figured out a way to ensure consistent fuel deliveries and devised an ingenious plan to transport water to the Venezuela Broadcast Center.
Cuando llegó el agua aquí, lo que hicimos fue el personal salió y formamos como una cadena de personas para ir bajando el agua y tratando de llevarla a la cafetería.
At the same time, some of our employees were finding it impossible to commute back and forth safely to their homes.
Teníamos que coordinar y evaluar cómo hacíamos para traer a la gente o cómo buscarla en casa y traerla, porque obviamente el transporte principal, que era el metro de Caracas, estaba suspendido el servicio.
So Heiko set up meals and a place for them to sleep overnight at the Venezuela Broadcast Center.
De verdad que Heiko siempre busca la posibilidad de solventar cuando se presenta una inconveniencia, un problema o un reto.
Hector Rivero was also concentrating on our employees' safety and well-being.
En ningún momento nosotros dudamos en poner como prioridad a los empleados. El servicio se mantuvo al aire.
With inflation at unimaginable levels and medicine almost impossible to come by, Hector made sure employees had usable currency and health care. Hector took care of our employees, who in turn took care of our customers and our business. And that business is growing.
Es desarrollando una mentalidad fuerte en el individuo que hace posible una empresa exitosa a pesar de las circunstancias.
This apocalyptic blaze is eating through thousands of acres of forest, so large it's visible from space.
In November 2018, we had a pretty massive wildfire that started in the Woolsey Canyon area.
The wind conditions, the dryness of the brush, and the heat just made for a perfect storm.
We start hearing sirens going and everything, and the helicopters, it just got bigger and bigger.
It just spread through the hills, crossed freeways, went all the way to the coast, burned homes, buildings. I mean, there was a lot of damage.
After the fire, rain set in. 3 days of pounding rain. It was a mess. Between the ash and the mud, it looked like the moon. It was desolate. Trees burned down to the stumps. Rocks were charred. Animal bones all over the place. You could see that they couldn't outrun the fires. 3 people lost their lives. Nearly 2,000 homes. About 100,000 customers out of service. About 2,000 miles of aerial cable were burned.
There's a lot of folks that live in the Woolsey Canyon area, and they depend on our service, so they can let their loved ones know that they're okay, contact emergency services if need be. So as soon as we're able to get out there, we need to get out there and put those people back in service.
Fire burned the cable going up this canyon. So we were hiking up, cutting our way through just to find where the trouble was in this cable. One of us would go up in the front with a saw, the other one had cutting shears. I mean, we were just hiking a 3/4 mile uphill.
The winds were still kicking up, so ash was in their face, they tough to breathe. There was displaced wildlife, and they were splicing hunched over in pits for 14 hours a day.
It takes a special person knowing that you got to come back to those conditions the next day.
They'd be justified after 3 or 4 days to say, I need a break. I mean, to do what they did for that many hours is pretty amazing. These guys work well together. They're just really hard-working guys, and Joe was out there every single day, bringing food, water, making sure his crew was safe. The project couldn't have been done without his expertise. They restored service to nearly 10,000 customers in a 3-week period, 21 consecutive days up there, sometimes 16 hours a day.
We spent an inordinate amount of hours working up here, time away from our family, our friends, but ultimately we all felt that that was necessary to do the job that we were sent out here to do.
It calls for us to be out for long hours. If we have to, we put the time in.
Just come out and get it done, that's all.
We are committed to getting our customers back in service. We show that we care, like we really do.
This is an award for all the guys that put in the efforts every single day and do what they can to restore service.
These are incredible leaders with a heartfelt passion for their team and countrymen who have acted with courage, innovation, and dedication.